Sorry for the title. I can't come up anything creative for it. I think everybody who already familiar with my channel already know that I like the TouRabu series. Especially I like games with a bunch of 2D handsome boys on it. To be honest, I think tales about personification of items, animals, or even countries is not something new in fiction. There are so many examples of it, and if we're talking about one came from Japan, we must be heard some titles such as Hetalia, Kantei Collection, and also TouRabu. It may be a weird concept, I know, but there is something interesting to know that our everyday items around us turn out to have human shape and qualities. The one capable of creating the same conflict that we, the real human, can face. Today, I want to talk about one media that interests me since 2 years ago, but sadly it's no longer in service since April this year. So, I made this little video to remember it and share my knowledge about it. The title of the game is Senjyuushi, or better known as Senjuushi Rhodoknight. Senjūshi Rhodoknight is originally the second installment of the first game of this series titled Senjūshi, or in English translation, The Thousand Noble Musketeers. Senjūshi is a free smartphone mobile game for Android and iOS, developed by Line Games in cooperation with Marvelous Entertainment. Originally released in Japan March 2018 and closed in October 2019, the later released their official sequel, Senjūshi Rhodoknight, in November 2021. Then, it's closed again in April 2024 this year. Just like what I imply in the title of this video, this media is focused on personification of weapons, which are firearms that exist in the world. Mainly famous guns from history, ranging from Sengoku era to World War, but also some unique shape of guns that I personally never knew existed before. And of course, for the project that's developed by one of the major corporations, the characters are voiced by some well-known voice actors like Yukikaji Saito-sama, Wataru Hatano, Yuki Ono, and others. Beside the game, Senjyuushi also released the anime project to promote the game from July to September 2018, called it Senjyuushi. It's only had one season, and also OVA that was released on March 9, 2019. And of course, just like other Josimuke media, this series also released various merch that is only released in Japan, such as manga, drama CD, character image song, cafe collaboration, and others. For the sake of this video, I only focus on two discussions, the game and also the anime. Since both of the games are no longer active and I can't play it by myself, I can only tell the game based on my observation from several video or screenshot that I found on the internet, so please take my information here with a grain of salt. For more accurate information, I'll put just gameplay video I found in my description for you to see. Also, if I turn out making and sharing wrong information, feel free to correct me in the comment section because I need to know as well. The gameplay of the first Senjyuushi is kinda remind me of TouRabu and Kanko games. I even think they share the same gameplay, just with different UI, where you manage your base and all of your playable character skills and ability before selecting them to fight against wave of enemy without your interference. And of course, just like other free games in genre, this game also has a gacha system to get character you want. For the second game, Senjūshi Rhodoknight, the system where you manage your base and your character is still here. But now the main battle system is greatly changed. It's no more like a turn-based RPG. If you ever play Grand Blue Fantasy, the battle system is pretty similar to that, with activation skills similar to FGO. These two games are not only different in a gameplay style, but also the character that is available. According to the wiki, the first game contained 34 playable characters and 5 unreleased playable. Their origin based on history where they use or they types, starting from American Revolutionary War, Napoleon War, the Siege of Osaka, the Wars of German Unification, Ottoman, Romanov, Bonshin War, Habsburg, Bizarre Gun, Japanese Matchlock Gun, and the arrival of Perry. There is a modern gun faction as well. I'm talking about the firearms that were created around the last 2 decades in our time, but they serve as antagonists in the story of the first game. Why do I say that? Because some of them turned into a playable character in second game, even promoted as poster boy. The second game contained 29 characters, with 21 returning character and 8 new character. Here, the origins are categorized based on their nationality. They even have alternative casual uniform that show us which faction they're assigned to. The faction is United Kingdom, United States of America, French, German, Japan, Austria, Belgium, and lastly, Italy. Even though there's a game revealed 29 character, I cannot say if they are all playable because 2 of them, who came from Italy faction, never had gameplay PV during their debut on their official YouTube channel, even on their last moment. So I think there's 27 playable character instead. Additional note is, even there's only 21 returning characters revealed on their YouTube channel, some old characters from previous games still appear occasionally in this game's story. I know this because I saw some screenshot on Twitter during my research. I think the developer did that to anticipating re-releasing the previous character into a new game, but now the game is no longer active. We never knew or saw those old character again in this game. Anyway, previously I mentioned there are only 2 mobile games, right? Actually no, there's actually 3. Well, if you're considering this one as game. Because actually it's just a visual novelish recollection story of the first game before transitioning to the second game, but with no choice whatsoever, so you as the player can just only read the text telling the story about the musketeer during the period of the first game. So this is called Senjūushi offline. Sadly, just like other 2 games, this game is only available in Japanese language as well with no translation, and at this time I'm writing the script, this is still available to download and function in my smartphone. Since I am unable to speak Japanese properly, I don't know much about the whole game's story aside from some description from fan translation. Since I don't want it to be inaccurate, I decided to ask my friend Ero to help me translate the short description of both games taken from both Senjyuushi website that are still available by the time I write the script. For the noble version it said, "A world where the world's ruler, the world empire, forced everyone to abandon their weapon through the oppression. The resistant force take ancient guns that were left behind as weapon, challenging an unwinnable war. They are at the wits' end in the front of overwhelming differences in fighting power when they are enshouldered in despair. Noble musketeers appear and emit light of absolute royal to perform miracles on the battlefield. The only one who can stand up against the power contemporary guns are the noble musketeer who possess the power absolute royal. And the only one who can awaken and command them is you, Master. You are a paramedic who dashed through a battlefield to kill injured noble musketeers while fighting against the world empire's army. Will you be able to lead the resistant force to victory?" And the Rose version said, "Oppression through force by world empire was over with their defeat. An era where all countries has restored their sovereignty. During the coronation ceremony of the Queen of England, a noble musketeer, Brown Bess, appeared. With that, as a trigger, all countries start competing to awakening a noble musketeer to become symbol of their respective countries. One day, you, a student of Rozelle Military Academy, were attacked by a mysterious figure. In the face of crisis, a noble musketeers appear before you and defeat your silence with the ominous power of darkness. He called his power absolute unjust. After that, you receiving an order from Allied Force to join a secret institution, Cassadite, to investigate a mysterious organization that has been operating behind the scene. Despite the stories being connected, where Rhodoknight seems a direct sequel of the first game, you can see here the protagonists of these two games are absolutely different people. I don't know why, and to be honest, I'm curious about what happened during the first game, especially during the ending. I try my best to find any information, but sadly I have no luck. So if you have any information about it, please let me know. Well, despite this game having interesting premise, sadly the anime did not dig up these stories better. Senjūshi anime is adaptation of the first game. The anime was released in 2018 and created by TMS Entertainment alongside Double Eagle, a subsidiary studio of the former. TMS Entertainment is a major studio who create anime like Fruits Basket 2019 remake, Yowamushi Pedal, Lupin the Third, and Detective Conan, or better known as Case Closed. Additional note, Senjyuushi is not their first work of this studio working together, because they previously worked together for two anime titles such as Nanamaru Sanbatsu and Real Life. Even the major studio that work in this anime have high quality anime under their resume to work on this adaptation. The anime is My first time watching this anime is actually during 2021, when I got, you know what. During my time watching this, as a person who usually never think much when enjoying entertainment, this is one of the anime that made me notice some mistake they made. Look, making animation is hard, and I don't want to be that person who makes everything negative. I'm generally trying my best to find a good side of this anime, because I don't want to shit on someone's hard work. I even asked my friends to watch them because I really wanted to find some good side of it. But yeah, we eventually both agree that the quality of the story and animation is below our expectation, and to be honest, it's quite disappointing. To be honest, I think this anime is a lack of direction because they try so hard to provide a good story as well as much of fan service at the same time with many subplot. As for the story, I can appreciate the story writing trying to give all the musketeers from each faction their own screen time, as well giving us the whole overview of the world of musketeers, and to be honest, I appreciated especially the major plot twist near the ending. But I think this is the core problem of this anime story. With loads and loads of character makes it wasted some potential. I think this anime fall into the same problem as Kanko's anime. Because of this, I don't think anime did justice to the story, especially when we know this anime aims to bring a new player to play the game. I'm sorry, but no. Be my guest. I can't force you to not want to watch it. I can't force you to watch it. Well, it's up to you. And now, into our last section of this video. I know Japanese smartphone games, especially Yosemite, is very highly competitive industry, but it is sad to see the media have to go away like this, especially when I know the game is already trying to establish once more to get back on their feet. I genuinely hope the master of these musketeers who stand with their game till the last moment and get left behind can find solace, or maybe one day they once again rise from the ashes. Thank you for watching this video. Finally, I finished my first project about my long documentary or essays video. I really want to make it it a long time ago, and I'm happy I'm finally be able to make it. I would like to say thanks to all my friends who helped me making this. And I'm so sorry if the English is bad and my pronunciation is bad. I will try my best to improve in the next video. Lastly, if you need any translation service from Japanese to English or Indonesian or the other way around, I will link my friend down below in description. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Please considering to subscribe, like, or maybe support me through coffee or commission. So yeah, this is the end of this video. So see you guys later. Bye!